And as we said, thank you very much for enjoying tonight's chat. We had a wonderful, wonderful hangout tonight. And thank you again to Most All-Cracking Fighty for his fantastic question that he asked. And I'm sure you all had a great laugh at the answers that we tried to give. So thanks, everybody. See you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming.
I think that's one they've got too used to now, Dave. I think you're going to have to change it up a little bit, aren't we?
Yeah, if I come on and say, hi, everybody, thanks for coming, guess what will happen?
Yeah.
Oh, what's happened? Have we missed it?
Yeah, we missed it. Had the clock's gone forward or something? Yeah.
I even wrote in the description basically that, saying we had a great hangout. And the first comment about 10 minutes before we came on air was this one from Big Bag Biker Baz. He says, "Nice to see everyone all next week." Hi, Calm. How you doing?
Hello. Hi.
Did you enjoy tonight's hangout?
It finished?
Yeah, it's finished now.
All right. Well, good to see you all again.
Yeah. See you later, mate.
Little John says, "Greeting. How's it all hanging?" And I said, "Swinging free, mate." And he says, "Skeggy might not be in tonight." Well, we know he often has a house full, so if he manages to come, he can. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Anybody's free to pop in and out whenever they want to. So, Dobby, how's your week been?
That's not been a bad week, actually. Thank you. Monday, I actually went out for the first time after my bit of flying lesson. Took a drive up to Treble-T in Sudbury because they have a late night on Monday nights. Got to meet a few of the crew and some other people as well from other end of season crews there, and drooled at the bikes and everything. Tuesday, I was trying to think. I did something Tuesday and I can't remember, so it couldn't have been that exciting. And then yesterday, it was my 42nd birthday, he said, I wish. So I had my family around yesterday and got all my 3 children and everything. So, yeah, that was nice.
I'm sure everybody here wishes you a happy birthday.
Yeah, and it's certainly a lot higher than 42.
And Calm, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, not bad. I haven't really done much this week, to be honest. I've been working.
It's horrible when you got to work all the time, isn't it?
It's certainly sometimes you see the benefit of furlough. We did have to furlough one of my guys for he was off for the minimum amount of time because within days I was saying I wanted him back, and they kind of realised that we needed him. But when I rang him up after 3 weeks and said, "Great news, you can come back," he kind of went, "Oh." He was quite enjoying it.
Yeah, we love it. I mean, I'm loving it. I loved it because I went only back to work. What was it, 6 weeks ago? And still now, I still have Fridays off. So I'm doing great. I'm enjoying it. I'll get to what I've been doing in the week in a little bit. We've got somebody called Wegs Motorcycles. You don't know who he is, but he says evening, guys. Evening.
I think it's Welsh, isn't it? It's Weggis.
Oh yes, Weggis. That's what. It's got to be Welsh. Either that.
Oh, they're Weggis.
Either that, or is it Scots? That's too far south. One or the other. Yeah. Old man Tony.
Hello, old man.
Good morrow, people. Thanks for coming.
Did you join us? Are these people just talking at us? Or are they going to join us?
I'm hoping some of them are going to join. I asked them to bring questions, which usually I do, and usually they don't. So you never know what's going to happen. Have a cracking evening, guys, he says, basically. Evening, Stitch. Evening,
hello,
ladies.
Stitch.
May pop in from the haulage yard in a bit if I get a chance. You're always welcome, mate. It is your hangouts after all. Well, ours. Question for Calm. Are face masks training devices?
I believe the common parlance is muzzles. No. I don't understand the problem with face masks. You can pull any face you like at people, and they don't even know.
Yeah.
I think it's genius.
I mean, when I went to get fuel the other day, I mean, now I've got the bike running again. I went in on the car, and as soon as you finish filling up with the car, you have to put your face mask on, walk in, pay, come back out, and then I go down with the bike, and I just fuel up, walk in, no face mask because I've got my helmet on, pay, and come out.
Yeah, I filled my bike up the other day. Didn't even think about it. Just walked in with my helmet in, paid. I normally do a pay at pump, but they didn't have it on. But certainly they weren't asking you to take your helmet off.
I'd say this is my visor. GB Model Zones. Hi guys, evening.
Hi GB.
And they start talking between themselves now. Hi Stitch.
Yeah.
Hi Weggy. Night Stitch. Night Baz.
Good night, John Boy.
Send me a link. Let's see. I'll put a link in the chat. Join link is this one here. So let's put your join link down here. There you go. There's your join link. And hi Stitch. Hi JB. Hi all. Hi evening all. Oh yeah, air cooled. Hi air cooled.
Yeah, hi air cooled.
Hi Kenneth.
Ken, hiya.
Evening pup. Pa.
Yeah, that's to Ken.
Yeah, okay. Morning out to Big Kev. Morning.
Did any of you ever watch The Royal Family?
Not usually.
No. That's a shame. It's reminiscent of that. Whenever anybody walked in, everybody that walked in had to say hello to everybody that was already there. And they all had to say, it's got that feel to it.
Yeah. Well, one of these days, when we're saying bye-bye to everybody, I said, night, John Boy. Hi, baby girl. And my face tells more people to feck off than any of my mouth does.
So face masks could well be a problem in that case.
Yeah. And evening, Chris. How are you doing, mate?
Evening, Chris.
Yeah, evening, guys. Pretty good.
Been anything up to anything interesting this week?
Yeah, I'm just in the process of buying a new bike.
Ooh. Spoilers, or are you keeping it to yourself for a while?
If it all goes ahead, it'll be another ZZR14.
Nice. Well, back to me. The good news I've got is finally my bike's running.
Yay!
Yeah, it got it running on Sunday night, but it was too close to. I couldn't take it for a run on Sunday night when it was running, so I didn't take it to work on the Monday. I went to work in the car, came back home on the Monday, then I got on it and drove around the block, and then drove around the block twice, and then went a little bit further, and then I went to the petrol station, filled up, and come back, and I went, yep, that's good enough. And then past 3 days I've been going to work on it. So yes,
excellent.
Excellent, all good stuff. Now all I got to do is sort out the faded, oxidized paintwork, which is always nice with red painted bikes. But I've been researching, doing some tips, and they said if it hasn't gone too far, you can actually bring it back by using cutting pastes and polishes and waxes and stuff like that. So I'm going to try that first before the ever expensive route of getting it resprayed.
Is yours it's a flat red, isn't it? Not a metallic.
No, it's not a metallic. It is a
red.
Red, yeah, vivid red.
Yeah. So what I mean, if it's a metallic or pearl, then it always has a clear coat on top.
Yeah.
And you can cut it to your heart's content, but you're never going to get it sorted.
Yeah, no,
with a standard red, you won't have a lacquer, will you? I would imagine.
That's right. No.
So you probably get some good results.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I did a quick test. I mean, I bought a kit that goes on your drill, so you can take the wrist workout. But I did a quick test of rubbing this T-cut on with my hand and cloth and whatever, and it darkened it up. So we're getting there. We are getting there. Hopefully, it will work out.
Good.
Air cooled this evening stage, evening air cooled. Tea cut will do the job. Well, I'm hoping to. I've got the old ordinary tea cut that everybody has. I've also got the tea cut with red pigment in it as well. That's
I have to say they're a waste of time. Them things.
Are they really? Well, I got it.
They're not brilliant.
Yeah,
they're better if you've got like minute scratches and stuff like that, and you tea cut it. It will fill in a lot of the minor stuff. But aside from that, you just stain on your hands and money out your pocket.
Yeah.
It's more like a coloured wax than a cutting paste.
Yeah. Well, I got me an ordinary tea cut anyway, so that's the first thing that I was going to use to try and get it down to good paint, and then bring it back. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, it'll work out. It's Pink Dave. Well, wow. Somebody else said that.
Penelope Pitstop.
No, it was trying to remember. Cat Motorhead. He said it's pink, nice pink bike, Dave. I went, yeah.
Just need some sprinkles.
Yeah. I said that to Stitch on Facebook the other day. She said something about baking something because she was bored. And I said, do a trifle with sprinkles. Okay, so that's my news up to date. I'm back on the bike. I thought I'd give a couple of events that's coming up shortly that people that might be able to go to. And the man himself, Skeggy Cruz, has just come up. Hi, Skeggy.
Hello. That was quick.
Yeah.
Hello.
You're a little quiet, mate.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
You're a little quiet.
Yeah. I didn't hope I was hiding behind that sign just there.
There. That's it.
I can focus as well as by the looks of that.
Yeah, just a little.
Just bear with me. I'll get it right.
Okay. I'll go back to my screen. Right. So we've got on September the 13th, Mods Rockers Ride to Hunstanting 2020. They do this every year, and they've got quite a lot going at the moment. 556 going, 2,500 interested in going. Now, when I went to the Skeggy's Sunny Honey Run, 2 I think it was, we actually gate crashed these guys when we went. They were great about it, so we just all went down there and enjoyed all the bikes. And they're on the beach as well, so that's pretty good. But we've also got coming up a little before that the Crew Skeggy Run 2020, which I'm sure a lot of people on the Suffolk crew will know a lot about. But basically, they're going to all meet at certain points and go down and end up at Skeggy's, the beach there as well.
It's all about Skeggy, yay!
Yeah, it's all about Skeggy. That's why I said it. I was glad you came on. Yeah, so these guys here will inform you more if you wish to ask questions, but you can see for a while that it's all up here. And we'll get back to it if we need to.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Non-related to them. How do I get? You know where you get all the chat comes up on the side of the screen.
Yeah.
I can see the comments, but I can't reply to them. How do I reply?
You'd probably have to open up a second screen with the Hangout on and reply that way.
Oh, just to watch one.
Yeah, as far as I know, the only person who can reply is the host.
Cool. That's fine.
That's as far as I know.
Hello, Richard. Yay!
Stitch says, even Skeggy. Little John, how you doing? I hope that was playing up with no sound.
He's got Dobby's old problem. Every time somebody else talks, it cuts them out.
Ah.
It's when you're using a phone without a headset, it seems to do it.
Yeah, because it uses noise cancellation.
Yeah.
I hate the noise cancellation. So, Skeggy, how you been doing, mate? How you been this week?
Do you mean how am I diddling?
Yeah, how you diddling?
I'm all right. I'm diddling all right, mate. Diddling all right. It's been a strange week, but it's been a good week so far. Everything's been all right. Nobody's died. Nobody's gone to hospital. Well, they have actually. They have. I lied, but nobody who's anything to do with me. So that was nice. So yeah, it's been a good week. Had lots and lots of coffee, haven't we, Pete?
Drinking coffee.
Oh yes, there you go. And I've got. I've run out of beer.
Uh-oh.
Bro.
Yeah.
Camp coffee. Camp coffee. Camp coffee.
No, that's camp coffee. What you mean, like slightly ooh-ah?
Ooh-ah. Surely it's ooh-ah, not ooh-ah.
Southern Comfort.
No, you can have that.
That's some sort of fancy liquor.
It can be a fancy liquor as long as it likes, but no.
Yankee Doodle says, evening, Sam. And Carl the Dingbat, evening, peeps. Just got sorted. I can lark and watch for a change. Yeah, that's fine. You're allowed. And so the black one has sold then, Chris.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah. It was. I was gutted. The annoying thing is it's still on the website for sale. So I don't know whether you get a lot of these dealers, when they get like the hyperbikes in, they pretend they're sold if they don't know the person, or they need to go a little bit because they think they get these wannabe dreamers and they just waste their time. So I messaged him back, but I've not had a reply yet. I was looking at another one. So
was it a green one you posted?
Yeah, I think Wiggy put a picture up of it and said, "How about that one?"
Right,
I said, "Funny you should do that one because I've been speaking to him as well." So.
Yeah, they're very nice, very nice. Indeed,
I've been without one for 3 years. I have the reason I had to stop riding them was I've had between 9 and 12. I've lost count now. Sessions of laser burning the back of the eye on the retina. And it affects your peripheral vision. And the riding position of that, because I was leaning forward, when you turn to look over your shoulder to pull out on the motorway and that, I was losing. There was a big blind spot. So I changed to an adventure bike so that I was more upright and I could turn my body more while I turned. And that seems to have got rid of it. And now the peripheral vision, although they said it wouldn't, has slightly come back. So I need to get on one and see if I can ride it safely, because I don't ride them fucking things slow.
Somebody's enjoying some Texas.
Yeah.
You got to mute the notifications.
I don't think it's me.
No, it's not me. I've got mine on mute.
No, it's the other Pete. The John Pete.
The John Pete.
Yeah. Mute them notifications.
Yeah, Chris, I know your pain because I can't move my head. That's why I can't ride sports bikes anymore myself.
Yeah, it's yours is your neck, isn't it?
Yeah.
All that time I thought he was just being ignorant and not nodding to people.
do you know what? It's really weird because I see a lot of people and they kind of they nod their head sideways or maybe, and others are just give it a nod like that. And I'm thinking, well, hang on, if I do that, you can't even see anyway. If I'm down underneath the fairing, I put my hand up over the top of the bubble and
And if you go fast enough, you put your hand over the top of the bubble. You go.
That's it. I lose the glove as it goes behind me.
I've been known to salute people as I've gone by, and that confuses them.
Yeah, I've done that a couple of times.
I do like the salute.
Yeah.
Sometimes I even salute with all fingers.
Yeah. I can just imagine that. I often give a salute with a single digit every now and then. Shall we say?
I am number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't do that because I'm not number one. I just think you think you're number one.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the next digit over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Oh.
It's not. I am number one. So, is anybody going to anywhere interesting the weekend or next weekend?
Well, I might be going to pick a bike up.
Oh.
That's actually nearer to you guys than it is to me. It's in Brentwood.
It's not near
What's
me.
that?
No, it's about halfway between you and me, I think.
Oh, really? So I've now got a fly thinking it can do the backstroke in my. Well, that's
What's that song? Bourbon Fly.
Can't see it.
No, can't see it.
Oh,
It's protein, mate.
I say he'd be proper pissed, yeah.
Yeah. Turns out it's not a fly. There's a fly. It's a moth.
Where's
It's a
the fly?
Yeah, it's a moth. Bastard. Spit it out.
I pay good money for that.
Stop a minute.
Stitch says, watching my friend's daughter sing in her band Saturday. Why couldn't I read? I don't know about some of you guys. You probably missed it last week when one of my stall crooking fighters comments came up. It came to the word "I," and my brain just did not compute the word "I" at all. I could not. Ain't that right, Dobby? I just could not read "I." This one was banned.
The right model is.
God, sometimes you just have to give up. You just have to give up.
Yeah.
Kev says, "Do you prefer new bikes or second hand?" Let's start with Dobby, being a newbie. Do you want a new bike or second hand? Which do you prefer? Or have you only had seconds?
I've only ever had seconds, and I've only ever had the two. Part of me would like a brand new bike to be the first owner and stuff like that, but then I also begrudge paying all the extra in tax and everything on top of it when you can get one 6 months old and a lot bloody cheaper.
True.
I really don't know. I'm not overly fast, to be honest.
Calm.
It's a tricky one. I've had four new bikes. Yeah. I've had 4 new bikes and 2 second-hand. And to be honest, I don't think it made a great deal of difference. As you say, it's nice having a new bike. The first one I bought was a 125 I'd just done the CBT and I was getting set to do the test. I knew it'd be a while because work gets in the way. So I bought that new because I didn't want something that, you don't know what the history is of a 125, do you?
Yeah, they've been thraping up.
Second one I bought new because it turned out to be cheaper that way because I needed to get it on credit. Third one was second hand. Yeah, the only thing about the second hand is always that worry of what somebody done to it.
Yeah.
And has it been looked after? You know it's been looked after if you've had it from new. But to be fair, I was considering getting another 500X for the second bike, and I wouldn't buy one of them new. I'd buy it. Well, weirdly enough, I've seen one 6 months old with 500 miles on it for 4,200, I think it was. Absolutely immaculate, versus about $6,000 new. So it becomes obvious at that point, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I think I know right before there.
Yeah, not the only one.
So, but sometimes it don't make a lot of difference, does it?
No.
And I think it depends on the bike. If I wouldn't buy a second-hand bike that is a type of bike that gets thrashed and binned, because you just don't know what's going to happen, what's happened to it. And if you were, I think you're better off getting one with a scratch on the fairing than not, because I would suggest they've binned it and replaced all the fairings, or looked after it really well. But you don't know who's going to have had it, do you?
That's right. Not until you actually get into the nooks and crannies yourself and see what's going on. Chris, what are you?
My first ever bike was brand new. The rest I've bought, apart from race bikes, I bought a couple of race bikes new. But road bikes have all been second hand and all from dealers or dealerships, with the exception of one and it was when I thought I was going to have to stop riding, and I went from the ZZR to a Varadero just to see if the riding position was better. And I bought this thing, when I rode it home, and it felt okay, but not quite right. And I thought, well, I didn't pay a lot of money for it, so I'll just get it home and have a look. Anyway, when I got it home and had a look, there was so many bits and pieces. This guy said, "Oh yeah, it's regularly serviced. This is done, and that's been done." And it's just fucking. I don't think anybody had looked at it in a God knows how long. I ended up having to do so much stuff to it. I've actually put a video up of it. I transformed it. It was a horrible ginger sort of colour, and it ended up being Kawasaki Midnight Blue.
Oh, I think I watched that one.
Yeah.
I haven't actually seen that one yet, but that will go onto my watch list.
It's an old video, isn't it, Chris?
That's why I haven't watched it yet.
3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So I've had the Triumph that I've got now for 3 years. So yeah, it would have been about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's not much of the mechanical stuff that I did to it on that, because I was just working at it so that I knew whether it was worth keeping or knocking it on quick. So I did all that and then gave it the respray.
Just a quick side note. Usually, or sometimes, being a vlogger, and some of us are, some of them aren't, I know that. At the end, where you can put your whatever videos you're going to do, most people just put the viewer's preference and latest one. But occasionally, I do run some of my old videos that people may have missed, because 9 times out of 10, people will watch within the last 6 months of what you've done. And unless they're searching for something in particular, they very rarely go into your back history and look at other things as well. So it might be a good idea to rejuvenate some of your channels.
I do that on quite a lot. And what I've noticed is if I've gone for a ride out and I've put the boys have gone to Skegness, for example, it only gets a certain amount of views. If you're not related, if you're not related to Skegness or something like that, then it's no interest to you, and not many people watch it. But if you put a ride to Skegness on a ZZR or on a Varadero or on a Tiger or whatever you're on, more people pick it up because they're related to the bike rather than the ride to where you're going to. So I've changed some of the titles. I've also gone through and just changed some of the background music on some of them as well and just revamped them that way.
A quick hello to Jim. Evening, Jim.
Evening, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Thanks for coming. Skeggy, what do you think? New or second-hand?
I've never had a new bike. But I don't agree with... Well, I don't think the price of a new bike warrants it, personally. Purely and simply because of how much they devalue as soon as you take them out of the showroom. But on the other side of things, you can do just as bad by buying an old bike that's got no miles on it, because you can soon get it home and find out that all the rubbers are all dried up and they all need replacing. Like there's certain rubber seals in the engine and things like that. They're leaking, and one's leaking into another. It's not showing itself because it's not being run. And then as soon as you start to run it, then you get a little oil leak here and a little oil leak there. So it's pros and cons. One of the best ones really is a well-serviced, well-used bike, in my opinion. But yeah, when it comes down to it, there's pros and cons on both of it. If you want a brand new bike, like Richard was saying earlier about the CX with only 400 miles on it, or whatever it was, I mean, you're saving yourself all that money. What was it? $1,500 probably. That's a big saving to make on a bike. I think I'd sooner go for that than a new one. I mean, it's already running. It's had its main service, hopefully. If it hasn't had it should have when you buy it. But I mean, my personal opinion is I haven't had the benefit of having a brand new bike to know, but I'm a bit funny when it comes to. I don't like even if I'd got the money to buy a brand new car, I don't think I'd buy a brand new car because the value for money is just not there.
Well, to just play devil's advocate here, the price is the price, and the companies that make them, they've got to make a profit. Now, once that's been sold and the companies had their profit, they don't see any money from anybody else. So the price after that on the second-hand market is just the person trying to recuperate what they've lost, what they've spent on. So yeah, the price is the price. If the second-hand market wanted to keep the price closer to the brand new, would they sell? They probably would sell, but people would still prefer to buy the brand new if they thought, well, I can either have a second-hand one here and a brand new here. But as soon as the price difference is like that, they're more likely to go for the second-hand than the brand new.
Got you, yeah.
Yeah. And finally, hopefully, Little John's ready now. Have you got any thoughts on brand new or second hand?
All the bikes I've had have been second hand. Besides not being able to ever afford a brand new bike, I think second hand, I prefer a bike to be running. By a careful owner if possible. But
yeah, really struggling for signal, Pete.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You keep freezing on screen, Pete. Your voice is coming through garbled, and you keep freezing.
Yeah, it's buffering going on. It's basically saying the same as me. I've never had a brand new bike. I've never been able to afford a brand new bike. The second-hand bikes I've had, every one has been perfectly rideable. Most I've bought from a shop, as in street bikes or something similar to that, and they do tend to service the vehicles and look after them when they get them and then put them out, but that's no guarantee to having a good one. But I haven't had any downsides, any issues. The latest one that I've got now, that was bought private, and the bloke told me, yeah, it starts every time, it's wonderful. Now, I knew the engine was warm when I got there, and I thought, yeah, you're not supposed to start it warm. You're supposed to allow me to start it first time when I'm there. But it rode well, and I thought, yeah, I'll have it. And I paid him the £450 that I paid for it, and drove it home, and it was fine. And then I let it cool down, and the following day I started up, no smoke. There was never an issue. It was serviced, it was looked after. Every nut and every bolt on there has been serviced properly. When I changed the brake calipers, there was proper grease compound on some of the nuts, and instead of Loctite like some people do. Just a sec. And everything's been fine with it. So for me, I'd probably have second hand. Purely because that wasn't me.
Pete, you've got to mute your notifications, everyone.
I was starting to think I was haunted.
Yeah, the worst thing about it, that was probably me sending him a text message saying you keep freezing on screen, Pete.
And now it's scared the shit out of us all.
We'll soon find out if it is me. Hold on. Oh, it's gone on to...
Yeah. Kenneth says hello, boys, again. We
Okay.
said hello to Jim.
Hi, Kenneth.
Evening, Jim. Evening, Jim. And Jim says, had a new bike once, lasted 2 weeks before writing it off by a Polish guy. That didn't look different. Indicate that was the wrong side of the lane. Not that I'm bitter. I hope you can all read rather than listen to me speaking.
We get a translator, don't worry.
Yeah, immediately. I was thinking that I was going to look for some sort of app that you can put on that will read the comments for you. That would save me a hell of a lot of trouble.
Oh, it sounds like Stephen Hawking doing it.
Yeah. Old man Tony, my best deal was an X-Demo SV1000. It only had 400 miles on it and was 5k. The new price was 6.5k.
That's a cracking difference, isn't that?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a difference.
If you can get the demo bikes, the shops usually look after the demo bikes because obviously they want to sell the vehicles. So even if they don't look after the ones they sell,
the notification is good.
Can't understand you, Pete. You're coming through all garbled. What did you say?
Yeah, because your text messages are making you jump.
Yeah, I know.
it was
Is that a
running off.
delay?
I'll catch you later.
All right, bro.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. It was worth the wait.
Fucking technology.
Yeah, technology is not always the best. Jim says, we'll try to log on later, but I got a massive storm knock out the internet here. We had a lovely lightning storm the other day here.
Right. Sorry for everybody. We woke up to mist this morning. We had a lovely sea mist. Lovely sea mist. That was the worst. We don't get weather like you. Like you all get all the storms and everything. It's just every now and again the weather front turns around, and that's when we get things like the beast from the east.
Yeah. Was it a moist mist?
It was a very moist mist. Actually, I lie. It was mildly moist.
Mildly moist.
Moist mist.
Well, here the eeriest thing that I got the other day from this lightning storm was no sound from the lightning. It was just lightning, constantly going off, basically in the same place, and it was just quiet. I mean, you can hear traffic going by.
Should have been a full moon as well, shouldn't they? And then just knock and ice. Oh,
yeah.
I must say, I've been waiting for all these storms to suddenly come along, and we were supposed to have predicted storms and thunder and lightning all day today. We had it for about, I think, blast about 7-8 minutes, and that was it.
Well, you wanted them?
Well, we were supposed to have it. We were supposed to have them according to the thing. We were supposed to have them right from first thing all the way through according to the weather report. And what we actually had was about 7 minutes of it, and that was it.
They should be banned until night time. Should just only be allowed to have rain at night.
Yeah.
JB models.
We had a cracker about a week ago.
Yeah.
Sat watching it for about an hour, and then got a phone call from work to say that the building had been struck by lightning. I had to check all the computers were all right.
Oh,
took our fridge and freezer out.
Did it?
Really?
In the building that at work, I mean.
It's not the sort of thing you expect to need a surge protector on, is it?
It's a bit bigger than a fridge freezer.
Yeah.
It's I think the freezer and the fridge together are about 250,000 square feet. So it was quite an emergency when they get knocked out.
Yeah, that'd be all right for keeping the turkeys in for your barbecue, wouldn't it?
Yeah, there'd be a lot of cheap food, wouldn't there? There'd be a lot of food going cheap if we'd have not got it back up again.
Yeah, I'll bet. Jesus.
Yeah, JB says, yeah, you did, Dave. I sat out on the back yard and watched it. He was there till 2 o'clock in the morning. No sound, just lightning. It was strange, a bit strange. It was.
Were there Triffids walking around the next day?
Yeah.
Yeah, War of the Worlds. Little John.
Funny thing is, I can't help but think about Triffids every time you see them signs at side of the road where it says heavy plank crossing. Because growing up, my dad used to go, "Oh, what's your half at Triffids?" And I hadn't seen the film at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't see the film. It was like,
The sign I think is just absolutely out of order is the one near the local school where it just says slow children or slow children crossing. I think that's just unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, you can't speed children up to cross any quicker. It's just a shame.
You shouldn't really be mocking the afflicted, so to speak.
Exactly.
Little John says, dodgy technology. I'll be sorted on the 27th and we'll have it all sorted then, guys. Sorry.
You can say frigging, Dave. It's not swearing.
Yeah, I know, but it's much more fun if I don't actually say what's written down.
I think that actually says fairground technology. I'll be shitted on the 27th. There's no swearing in there. Is there?
Yeah, no swearing at all. Oh dear. Lots and lots of fun. So, has the chat got any kind of questions for us? Like we always ask you every single week, bring your questions and we'll have fun trying to answer them. Do you have any? I bet you'll be 2.
You like motorbikes?
2.
Is there a delay?
I had to change my glass look.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Skeggy cruising
A
glass.
bigger one.
Yeah, a bigger one, slightly bigger one. So I had to change it.
Yeah, he's got a Skeggy Cruiser with a CB125 on it.
It's a Triumph.
It's a Triumph drinking it.
It is. But I've changed my drink as well because it didn't meet everybody's approval, so I've gone to this one.
A Dead Man's Fingers.
Yeah, nice bit of spice rum instead.
I have to try that one day.
Yeah,
Very
it's a
nice,
last
very
one.
nice, very, very, very nice.
Very
Nice.
And all because I've got no beer.
Big
I thought
Bad
Mr.
Biker Bad
Hepcat had come on
says,
then.
Big Bad Biker Bad says, how's Dobby's Bandit?
How's the bandy? I still don't know because I still haven't got a home. It'll turn up when he turns up, when he's got time to drop it around. I'm not in no hurry, but that'll turn up. So I can't really comment other than the fact of what I've been told, and that's the front forks bent, handlebars, levers, brake on the left-hand side, the brake bar thing that goes. So I don't know, but I can't really comment on it because I haven't seen it yet. So
You're a clumsy.
Yeah, JB says, yeah, have you seen your bike yet? And then
no.
a CalmBiker says, is it bitter or spark plug?
Which is better, a spark plug?
Yeah, which is better? A spark plug?
Or, actually, it could be A, spark plug.
Yeah.
Did you like that CalmBiker?
I don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah, which is better, a spark plug? Is it?
I saw a TV program earlier, and it was a one of these. It's that Dominic fella, the bald one, does all the kind of, I don't know, fake Britain stuff.
Oh, right,
and
yeah.
there was a guy on it saying he'd bought this second-hand spark plug and he wasn't impressed because it didn't work. And I said, who buys a second-hand spark plug?
Where do you buy second-hand spark plugs from?
He got a second-hand spark plug off eBay, and he said it leaked. And then the expert said you've got to be careful with second-hand spark plugs because they might let petrol into the engine.
Really?
And at that point, I just got really confused. How do might let petrol
Some
into
people
the
have got
engine?
no idea what they're talking about.
Are they insinuating the petrol
This was,
the spark plug?
I have no idea. Maybe they think that's what the HT lead is. But yeah, you've got to be careful.
It's a drip
It might let fuel into the engine, which could be dangerous.
Oh, I see your problem. You've got this lead plugged onto here. That's your petrol cap.
Isn't that how the petrol gets in there? It goes down that little black lead through the spark plug, and that's how the petrol gets in. Isn't that how it's done?
Straight down through the middle.
Yeah.
That's how magic happens. It gives a good spark and everything goes boom. You don't think about riding your bike anymore.
Carl Dingbat says, is a question for Calm as well. If you could only have one bike, what elephant would you want to be? It's a question. Wombat.
Wombat be.
What elephant
wombat
would
be?
you wombat that be?
African.
Really?
African because of the ears.
You wouldn't have an Indian?
Carl, what have you been drinking?
I think African because the ears would provide more downforce.
Hey, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. Indians definitely have smaller ears, don't they?
If you look at all the modern race bike, they've got little wings, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they'd be more like a brake, wouldn't they? You stick them out.
But don't the Indians have a better tail, Tidy? He got it.
In that case, I don't know because I'm not up to speed on wombats.
No, you see, you need a duck-billed platypus for the best tail side, really.
Yeah.
Really?
That's true.
Yeah, oh god, yeah. Bloody quick in a wind tunnel, they're really quick.
Double bubble screen.
Only in a wind tunnel, they're quick.
I'm going to say, a duck-billed platypus has got its own double bubble screen in it.
Yeah.
Built in.
We will soon find out.
Oh,
We will? Oh, I thought you were buying one.
Yeah.
See, that's double bubble, isn't it?
That's double bubble.
He's got his head covered by this.
2 little vents. That means that you don't get that high pressure build up that causes turbulence.
And
Yeah,
it stops the glasses steaming up as well, Richard.
That's the streamline.
And there's a tail tidy.
Yeah, there's the tail tidy.
I can see absolutely no problems. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Which one did you see? Which one did you see?
Yeah,
what TC is it?
Somebody's wheels.
It depends. This is your Hayabusa.
Well, if it's a male one, 2-cylinder. So
this
Slung
one,
exhaust.
this one's your 125. And
That
this
one was
your,
off-roading with all that.
This one's your scooter. I hope that answered your question, Carl.
More like a jet ski, that last one.
Yeah.
So, how many are getting to SKEGGY then?
So how are you getting to SKEGGY then?
Oh yeah, how are you getting to SKEGGY then? Yeah.
Have you got some kind of weird translator running?
It does. The words just don't compute. This is why I don't like hosting, because you have to read everything, and reading is terrible for me.
I think I understand the problem. You don't actually wear glasses, do you? Suddenly it's all going to focus.
The only trouble is he's took them off, now he's colourblind.
No, you're
can't be
colourblind.
colourblind. He's just deaf in one eye.
Yeah, deaf in one eye. These are for sound.
Moot in the other.
Yeah. So, how are you getting to SKEGGY then?
I'm just walking from here to the shed, and then onto the bike,
Again.
and I'm here.
Yeah.
It's not much of a ride, is it?
That's how quick my bike is.
Quick,
It's got that transmogrification thing on it.
Are any of the other 3 of you able to go this time round on the 23rd?
I'm not 100% sure. I want to go. It all depends on what happens with swapping the bikes over.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping to go, but if I do now, it'll be me driving up rather than riding up. So we'll see.
Yeah, you might not be the only one. At the moment, I'm unlikely to go, but if I can, I'll probably have to be in the car. But at least it'll be fun.
Yes, yeah. I'd still like to go, and as long as my shoulder don't play up with what is it? Well, from Ipswich, I think it's about 250 miles, 240 miles, isn't it? To Ipswich to SKEGGY, or is it less than that?
Maybe round trip, right?
Round trip. Okay,
Yeah.
perhaps that was what I was thinking. No, that's nothing then, is it? So yeah, I'll
Ipswich
probably
to
drive up
Skegness.
and back. Yeah, he adds in quickly. I really don't know.
Computer on Google Maps right now.
Yeah, just having a look, because 240 miles. I'm sure Ipswich isn't 240 miles for me.
Just hurry up, because David's trying to beat you.
No,
It's 117 miles. So actually, 240 round trip is not far off.
I was going to say, I am on here, yes, but I wasn't doing his. I was going to look at mine to see, because I'm sure mine's like 130, 140, something like that. Can't quite remember when I last looked at it, but it's 280 round trip.
200 miles from me to Ipswich.
Mm-hmm.
I must go down there at some point. There's a couple of things I'd like to see around there.
Like what?
I've forgotten, but they're on my map of things I'd like to see.
He's got a little red pin in Ipswich, and he can't remember what it's there for. I think it's just to hold the map up. That's all it's there for.
It is. There is pin number 277, which is the Rendlesham Forest UFO landing.
Oh yeah, well that's all right.
There's pin number 208 is the house in the clouds, and pin number 209 is Bures, B-U-R-E-S. How you pronounce it?
Yeah,
Bures Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
from my house to
Skeggy
Skeggy is 121. Yeah, so 240 round trip. That's what I was
Wait a
thinking.
minute, you've got dragons down there.
We ain't got
I
dragons.
can beat you. It's 500-mile round trip for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 hours and 9 minutes each way.
I don't understand why people complain about distance when they're on a motorbike. I thought that was the fun.
However, if you're in a car, I'd say fuck that.
Nah, too boring.
Yeah, well, 500 miles.
That's if I go via Ipswich.
5 hours to get here, and then another hour sat in traffic trying to get to the seafront.
That's the only downside about going on the run. If we get there and you decide to go off somewhere, and I'm following, and then you lot will suddenly filter past all the traffic that's going down, and I'll be stuck there going, I'm supposed to be tailing Charlie. How's anybody going to wait for me?
If I go straight to Skeggy, it's 171 miles. If I go via Ipswich, it's 249.
Just straight to
Because
Skeggy.
you're in Reading, aren't you? Is it Reading, Chris?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the route just on a very large scale. It looks like it's going to take me up the A1M.
Yeah.
Straight through Peterborough.
Yeah, it's the easiest route from Reading. It's like, I personally, I'd say I'll meet you at point A, where the two can join, which is probably somewhere around a sports bike shop or little what used to be a Little Chef, Richard. You know what I mean? Where we used to meet up to go off Kings Lynn.
Yeah, is it A15 and 16 or something?
Yeah, A15, 16 roundabout, isn't it? There is an
Mind you,
that, never remember.
If I have swapped the bike by then and I'm on the ZZR, it won't take me anywhere near 3.5 hours to get there.
No.
But just remember, if you are going all the way down to Ipswich, they're leaving 7:30. Sorry, they're meeting at 7:30, leaving at 8 to get to the next point, next arrival point at 9 a.m. and then they go off from there up to Skegness, don't they?
Yeah, that's what I would say. What time are you planning on getting to point B or point C? I'll meet you at that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think we're going from Ipswich to Walkers, near Thetford, to meet up with St Edmund's crew and others, and then heading upwards to Boston and then across to Skeg.
But at the moment, it's going to be rain showers, unfortunately.
Is it?
Yeah, at the moment.
I'm back in a sec.
This one?
Okay. Skegness on the Sunday, the 23rd of August.
Oh dear.
I must have missed this. Have you got can you stick a link in the chat?
Yep, hold on.
I must have missed this particular event. But then I've only been using Facebook again for the last 10 days, and it might be the last 10 days.
I'm saying, look what happened. You joined and somebody tagged you in something and you went, oh, bollocks.
Yeah. I remember why I stopped using this.
That's the Facebook link. It should work, I'm hoping.
Whereas I just sort of went, yeah, I'm not in the mood for them at the moment, those sort of photo things. So people tag me in them. But I've had 5 different people tag me in them. I ignored everyone.
I was one of them, wasn't I?
I'm going to say you was one of them. Cat was one of them. Tiff tagged me in it. I think Keith did.
It says, sorry, that content is not available at the moment.
Okay. Don't know why. Anybody else can send him a
What's
link?
worse than lobsters on your piano?
Yeah, what's worse than lobsters on your piano?
Crabs on your organ.
Tulips on your organ. Yeah.
That's the other one, isn't it? That's what's better than roses on your
Yeah.
piano.
Yeah,
So I have to say
tulips on
tulips
your
on your
organ.
organ.
Tulips on your organ.
What have I missed? I was only awake for about 60 seconds.
60 seconds, it's just turned into pure pornography. It's disgraceful.
Yeah,
It don't
Oh,
take
it does.
long to turn around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
quiet, quiet, everyone. Chris is back. Shush.
Yeah, so Chris, what is worse than lobsters on your piano?
Well, I don't know. The only thing I can think of would be crabs on your plums.
Yeah, so that's basically what Carp said.
Crabs on your organ.
Yeah, crabs on your
Yeah.
organ.
Being punched. That's worse.
Old Man Tony says, Littlewood.
I haven't shopped in there for ages.
Is that an answer to that previous question?
Possibly.
I'm getting really confused by life.
Because it was 9:46 when he wrote it. And it's now 10 o'clock.
He's also put Sleaford.
Yeah, I haven't got that far yet. That's towards down the bottom. We've got a bit more to go here.
All right, sorry.
Which would
What's
you
worse
rather
than
be
lobsters
or
on
a
your
wasp?
piano, Sleaford?
Which would you rather be or a wasp?
Cheese.
Good answer. I like the way you think.
Mm.
Definitely cheese.
I
Nothing
would have said
fancy, just cheddar.
Branston.
Yeah, not soft cheese.
No, none of that crap.
No.
Bit of
That's it.
Wensley there.
If you want to go really fancy, Philadelphia. The one with the
No.
garlic in. The one with the
Yeah.
garlic in.
That's dang garlic.
Extra mature cheddar.
That's proper posh, that is. I can't afford that.
I like Mexicana cheese.
And
Never
to
had
bring
Yeah,
it,
it's smoked. Don't take us away from cheese. We are currently listing cheeses. There is nothing.
yeah, let's
How
bring
bike related is that?
I'll
it
just
back a bit.
I'll bring up Baby Bell. Anyone who says they have a problem with the baby cheeses is going to have a problem with me.
Oh, bless you, Colin. Bless you, so
These little baby cheeses.
Carl says 1, 2, 5 each way for me. That's for
Oh,
the
it'll take forever.
skeggy meat.
Yeah.
and the answer to that is
600.
Littlewood.
Yeah.
JB says, how come you have to come down, bring Graham with you? What?
I think it says, hey, Calm, you have to come down. Bring Graham with you. I think the bring and bring is probably excessive, but the bring Graham with you. I don't know where it is yet because the link didn't work. But is it is it a trip to Skegness?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going down to the sports bike shop to meet him, and then riding back to Skegness.
Oh, that sounds good. A trip down to sports bike shop sounds good. I have to say, the last time I went down to sports bike shop, and I said something else. Last time I went down to sports bike shop with Graham, and then we set off from there to Skegness. His exhaust fell off.
It didn't end well for him, did it?
It didn't, did it? No. His bike fell apart.
Yeah.
But still, a good day was had by all. So
apart from
Graham,
little problem, you know.
Yeah, a good day was had by all but Graham. but there were two of us there.
Yes. I must stop playing with my facial hair. Sorry. I do apologise.
But yeah, if you let us know when and where, then we'll try and twist Graham's arm.
What happened to Dobby?
Graham. but there were two of us.
Yes. Okay.
Right, and the next one,
Who's in the
Dobby,
box?
4 hours both way. That's John Little.
I have no comments on that one.
There you go, see?
Hello, how's this? Is this working better?
Yes.
It depends. Have you muted notifications?
Is it a delay?
Not all of the sound, just the notifications.
I put a link for this SKEGGY thing, Calm, in the chat, in the private chat.
Excellent. I shall try again.
Click on there, and you'll see. Should be able to see it on there. That'll take you through to it.
Yeah, it's a better link than mine.
What, in the fact that it works?
Yeah, and anything better than mine if it works. Dobby, 4 hours both ways.
Both ways.
With dodgy finding.
With dogger finding.
Dogging.
With dogger finding, yeah. That was dodgy.
It's still not working for me. I don't quite understand why.
I'm going to say the link itself's not working for me. I'm just about to see if it copy and pastes okay.
Okay.
Who's actually?
It would be because it's only in the
It's Suffolk crew. Yeah,
Suffolk
it's only in
crew.
the Suffolk crew. Yeah, and he's not in there,
right.
is he?
We're not allowed to go.
No.
Yeah.
I'm part of the Suffolk crew and it's not letting me in.
Is it not?
No.
I'm part of the Beverly Massive.
That's it.
Crew SKEGGY Run 2020.
Yeah.
I'll do a search of that there internetwork for that type of thing.
It just says
There's a picture of somebody looking very sunburnt, but I don't think it's that.
no.
Funnily enough, you search for Crew SKEGGY Run 2020, and the first link is you, SKEGGY.
Yay!
Right, I've sussed it. That link only works in Facebook. It's a Facebook-only link.
Okay.
If you go into a Facebook page, and where you've got the little search bar at the top, stick the link in there, it works.
Nope.
neither of them.
I get T.I. the Rubber Band Man official video, which I don't think it's that.
Oh, what have we sent you?
We are getting closer
it's
to
a specialist site.
We are getting closer to Salford. Old man Tony says, you mean the A16, A17 junction? The A15, A17 is at Salford. And then he goes, Salford.
Sleaford.
Sleaford.
Salford, Manchester.
There you go. Carl the Dingbat says 257 Coventry, Ipswich, Boston, Skeg, then 125 back to Cov, which would be Coventry. I will be meeting you. It should be. I'll be meeting you. It is meeting you at all at Boston. Yeah, terrible. I'm looking at these and it's just not computing in my head. Maybe I'm just tired. I've been up since 4:30. Maybe that's what it is.
There are 2 4:30s in the day?
Yes, there are. 4:30 a.m.
I've heard that vicious rumour.
Well, what's the point in that?
Got to
be at work. And
In
I'm
case
one
you
of
missed the first one, you've got a backup.
Oh, right. That's
That
good.
means you can have 2 lunches.
No, it doesn't work like that because I'm on 4:30 and it's later.
See you later, Kev.
I was just waving to Kev.
Yeah.
I thought
See you,
I'd do
Kev.
that for you.
Take care, mate.
See ya. Enjoy your breakfast. And then, Carl, I will take forever on the Enfield Bullet.
What will it? It's quicker than a 125.
Just.
No. My Enfield will do 85 all day long, so why won't his?
And Jim says, just to let you know, guys, I won't be on the SKEGGY run as I fly home on the 27th. So, excuse me, conserving pennies.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Pennies you have to remember, it's the pounds that you have to watch. Well, actually, yeah, you need to watch the pennies. And Adolfo says, good morning, everybody from the Philippines. Morning, Adolfo.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Blimey.
Hey, up, kid. And SKEGGY would say, how you diddling?
Hey, up me duck, how you diddling?
Yeah, that's gone straight over her head.
For God's sake, don't Google it. Apparently, it means a totally different thing these days compared to what it did do.
Yeah.
I was once asked, somebody asked me in the comments of my video once, what do you mean? What does it mean? So I said, I'll Google it. When they got back to me, they went, have you Googled it yourself? And I'm like, oh, no. So I did. And I was like, quickly on the keyboard, like, oh, no, it didn't mean that. It didn't mean that. apparently, the way these colloquialisms, I can't even get my tongue right. Yeah. The way they've changed from nice little greetings, I am now basically saying, so, how's the masturbating going?
Not nice, is it?
I found it amusing, so I thought I'd keep it.
So, Skeggy, are you going to be going to the Mods and Rockers at Hunstanting?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, I am. I'm hoping to get together the usual funny honey run. However, it will be a last-minute organised thing.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the date for the Mods and Rockers, so I'm not too bothered about it because no matter what, the date ain't changing according to the Mods and Rockers. They are not moving it again because it rained worse the week after and the week after. So they said, sorry, they're not. No matter what happens, as far as they're concerned, they are not moving from that date. If it rains, it rains. Tough shit.
Yeah. That's what should happen.
Exactly what they should have done, really. I mean, people changing dates of meetings just because it rains, I think that's stupid. I'm sure Carl would agree.
Yeah, I'm sure Carl would agree because let's face it. I mean, Carl wouldn't come down on a rainy day if he thought it would be on the sunny day the next day, would he?
No.
Of course he wouldn't.
That'd be a stupid thing to do.
I could never see Carl doing anything that daft, surely.
He says it's a Euro 3 and only done 2,500 miles. Not running proper yet. It's only done 80 downhill with the wind behind it. That's better than my old Yamaha XS 250 SE. That wouldn't do 65 downhill.
But yeah, but that was a 250.
Yeah.
That's a 500. You know, I mean, we know Enfields generally aren't much quicker than most 125s, but they do accelerate quicker. Yeah. Generally quicker.
And
where the hell do you think you two have been?
Everywhere.
I have had some chats recently that I've had to remember, and that is, has Skeggy remembered his oil?
Can I just say?
No.
Nope.
I thought I'd get that one in there because last week he says, Little John, remind me. Well, Pete, he said, remind me to get my oil. I don't think he did, and nah. He's doing well of muting out the gongs, though, today. That's pretty good.
Well,
bit of washing up liquid to do it.
The worrying thing is I didn't actually mute it out. I think it needs winding.
Oh,
so in 3 minutes' time, it will be 10 o'clock.
No, it just doesn't. But it's still keeping right time. It just doesn't bong if there's two winders, one for the bongs and one for the time.
So Little John says, I give up, honest. And I think our parolee's been let out of solitary confinement.
Oh.
Evening, Carl.
Is that for good behaviour?
Nature. Oh.
Right. Now you've got extra ones. I'm just going to go fetch my tablets.
And still nothing from Carl.
Is there a delay?
Evening, Carl.
Yay! Delay. It's a delay.
How you doing, mate? Have you been up to anything this week? You're hot.
Yeah. In
What
the wrong
makes you think you
places.
are? I don't want to know that. That's far too much information. See, I'm a welder, and I get dressed in my overalls. I get my leather apron on, my gloves, which when they get hot turn your hands blue, and my mask over my head, and it's all been at, when it focuses, 30 degrees. Near enough.
I thought you were going to end that with, and straight to bed.
No. No, 30 degrees of heat it's been, and I've been welding away in that. Very hot. I'll drink a week's worth of water in a day.
Yes.
Very hot.
Have you finished now?
But yeah, Carl, how you doing?
All right, mate.
Going anywhere this weekend?
This weekend, now I'll be in my back garden getting mildly inebriated.
Why
Having
only
a family
mildly?
barbie. Well, I was being, I was being British about it.
That's the best way to be.
All right, then I'm getting wankered.
Good man.
The truth does come out.
Okay. I need to refill my drink, so Dobby, you're the host for a bit. I'll catch you in a bit.
Christ.
Well, I'm going to jump off this one because I've got to get ready for some work in the morning. So I'll say ta-ra to you all.
All right,
See you,
no
mate.
problem.
Thanks
Catch
for
you next
coming,
time,
Carl.
Take care.
See you next
later.
time you can come on. Ta-da.
Ta-ra.
And Dobby, over to you.
Bye,
Thank you very
Richard.
much, I think.
Do my armpits smell?
Yes.
Do you know what you should do now? Is while he's off, everybody turn off their camera and just be dead quiet.
That would
You
be
come back
so,
to a totally black screen.
that would be so funny. If I knew how to do that, I would do it.
If you have a look at the
Oh,
bottom
I've
of the
seen,
screen,
yeah.
you've got
There we
stop
go.
cam.
Like that.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. So, Chris, when are you going to find out about this bike?
Well, I was hoping the guy was going to get back to me tonight. It was sort of tea time when I sent the last message. I guess I might have missed him. He might have shut up shop and gone home. So maybe tomorrow. And then if we can get something sorted out, I'll try and get it all picked up for the weekend. But I've got a lot of work to do on my Triumph because I've got loads of aftermarket parts on it and modifications I've done.
Yeah.
They're not interested in that, and it doesn't affect the value of the Part X. So I might as well take it all off, put the original stuff back on it, and then what I can't use on the ZZR. I mean, for example, I've got billet aluminium brake fluid reservoir and stuff like that. So I can take them off and put them on the ZZR.
Oh, they'll go straight across, all right, will they?
Yeah, they might. I need to have a closer look. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think they will. If not, I can always sell them as Triumph ones. I mean, I've got full luggage for it as well, so I might as well sell that independently.
Well, you might as well do. Well, you might as well, because otherwise you're just giving it away in the Part X, aren't you? Basically,
well,
they're not going to give you
I've
any more
got
for it.
no the levers I've got on there were 130 quid for the brake and the clutch lever. So I might as well take them off and just put the standard aluminium ones back on because they will fit on the ZZR. I think.
You think?
I think if there is a slight difference, I mean, size-wise they'll be okay, and colour will be okay. If there is a slight difference, and then it will be the size of the collet that the cable nipple sits in. But that could easily be drilled out or sleeved or whatever.
I'm in this bastard one. Fuck off.
It's his armpits.
It's no good doing it with fucking right guard.
Sorry about that. I apologise.
I've got a bloody dotty fly trying to land in it now. Piss off.
Hey? Fly spray, ain't you supposed to spray that across the front of your jeans? That's the one.
It's good. He's absolutely bloody mad at that one. I really don't know what we're going to do with him. God,
So, Dobby,
take
question.
me off us. Yes, go on then, far away.
When you get your bike, get your Bandit back, are you going to have a go at doing it yourself, doing the repairs yourself? With assistance, not on your own.
We were talking about this a little bit earlier. Dave said, "Are you going to actually get it back on the road?" And I don't know yet. I think it's going to be a case of, shall I try and get it back on the road, and at least I've got a second bike I can use, and perhaps save up for a main bike. I just wonder if I trust. It sounds silly, but I just wonder if I start her all up and everything, how much am I going to trust her afterwards? Whereas a different bike, but then we go back to what we were talking about earlier, the issue if I go and get another second-hand bike, I don't know what's happened to that either. So it swings and roundabouts, doesn't it? It's total swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, I fully appreciate that your mechanical skill level is a lot lower than. Well, I was trying to be polite, but yeah, shit. But with, how should we say, with tutorage,
yes,
I reckon you could do it.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you really enjoyed working on the trike, didn't you? When you got the angle grinder out and all that, you was enjoying that.
I was. And if nothing else, I won't scrap her as such. I'll just, in theory, keep her. And if I do get another bike instead, I'd keep her and have a play about, teach myself things of how to take the fuel tank on and off. And
that's it.
It can be a toy.
If it's unrepairable, then you've got like a learning apparatus.
Yes.
But if it is repairable, it's not the most difficult of jobs to put the front end back on, even if you have to buy everything.
Oh, yeah. My only issue is that people have said is, there could be an issue with the headstock. If it's dependent on how unfortunate the banging in is, and without seeing her, I can't even imagine what she looks like at the moment. But
no, I think it'd be a case of get it back and then get that investigated.
But if that looks, the headstock looks all right and the frame's all straight, and then it becomes a new front end, forks and stuff. But the rest is sort of, if you like, cosmetic to a degree. That I don't worry about. Yes, I'd like a nice shiny bike, but I like a bike that I use.
You could always wrap it.
Just get some matte black and just go for it.
If a doofus like me can do it, anybody can.
Okay.
We all start somewhere, so you start off at the bottom, and as the more you do, the more confident you get, the more you learn.
And the beauty of it is, you see, I suppose, because I've already sort of pranged it up like that, and it might not be, if it's rescuable or not, we'll have to wait and see. But if it's not, whatever I do to it to try and learn on it, it's not going to make a difference if I do something right or do something wrong, because I'm not going to be using it, if that makes sense. What are they doing down there?
Well, Skeggy's hot, so he's fanning himself. To me, when you're doing that, it's just you're making more muscle and it gets you hotter. So I'm just using my fan.
Dave.
I've never changed the front end on the bike before I did it. And just YouTube's your friend.
Yeah.
Take loads of photographs of while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Or video. Photograph or video. At least you've got a reference point then. Oh, shit. Where did I undo this from? Or where did that bit go? And you play it back. Oh, yeah, that's where it went.
Yeah.
Or which order to put the stuff back in.
That's something that always amazed me years and years when I was a kid. My brother-in-law, he had an old Saab, and he decided he needed to strip down the whole bloody engine. And so, I became the apprentice with that, and that was hilarious. We spent about a couple of days, I think, on it. He was just saying, I want this undone, I want that undone. And then I was trying to put all the bolts and screws all down in there. When he takes stuff off, he just literally chuck it into this one pot. And I'm thinking, how the hell are you going to know which bolt or which nut or whatever goes where? He said, oh, you just know. But all these bits were literally flying around and just going into this one huge bucket. And he just, he had no care in the world, but he was a mechanic, so he knew what he was looking at.
It's no
problem when you know, is it?
Sorry, Skeg?
So it's no problem when you know. It's just one of them things.
That's it. It's easy when you know.
Yeah.
It's when you're learning that it's difficult.
Yeah.
When I started learning, when I was taking things apart, like, for instance, that, I would take the nuts off and put them on a tray in the appropriate place where it came, so I'd know to put it back. And then you start looking at different tips and tricks, the way they are, and you suddenly start noticing that all the screws are the same length. So you put all those screws in the same length in the same pile instead of putting them into different areas. And then later on, you get to the point where subconsciously, as you're taking these off, you're looking at them and you're putting them down. When you come to put them back on, your brain says, that's the one you want. And you just go pick it up and put it back in. Because you subconsciously, you remembered that's the one you took out. That's the one you got to put back in. Even if it does look the same as another one, but it's different because of different thread or left-handed, right-handed, whatever. The only problems comes is, like they said, it's right when you're learning, when you're at the beginning. That's when you have to start easy. If you're going to spend more than a few hours at something, then maybe it's an idea to, I don't know, get several trays or plastic bags and label the bag and just say head bolts in there, and that's what then go. Starter motor, that's that one. Headstock, that's that one. Mudguard washers, that's that one. Things like that.
Yeah, but that's definitely something I'm actually looking forward to doing when I get back and sort of work out. Get someone that I know Jim's offered if he's still around. Or I know there's plenty of other people that will gladly come over and have a look and say, yeah, this bit's trash, you need to do that, but that bit's okay. And then I know what I can start sort of taking off and knowing what I've got to keep and not keep. But yeah, so in that respect, I'm actually looking forward to that.
It'd be good.
And to be honest, at the end of the day, if I somehow manage to do a major fucker-uppery, I've not lost anything because she's knacked anyway, if that makes sense. All I can do is improve it, and that's what, so yeah, I'll definitely have a go at it. Definitely.
Yeah. Is it a carb?
I think you should.
Is it a carb model?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be all right. Just need a hammer, duct tape, and WD-40. You're sorted, mate. So when you get the ECU model, you need more tools.
Yeah, well, as long as I can use my hammer, I don't care. I'm happy.
You'll be fine.
Hammer and a grinder, and I'll get on with it.
Just gaffer tape and UB40, as he says. If it's moving and it's not supposed to, put the gaffer tape on it. If it's not moving and it is supposed to, put the WD-40 on it.
Yeah.
And you got the hammer for a bit of persuasion if it doesn't move after you put the WD-40 on it.
Well, I don't worry about that. I just use the hammer anyway.
Couple of bits of scaffold tubes to replace your front fork tubes, just in case, you'll be all right.
Yeah. And
as long as they're galvanised.
I'm not an idiot, Carl.
You've heard of cruisers, a hardtail cruisers. Well, he's going to have a hard front end cruiser.
Can I just say, I didn't waste the time I was off air. No. Look.
Yay!
Oh,
hey, good man.
No.
Do you know what I used? Because it was the only thing I could find in the kitchen.
Kitchen oil.
That spray on cooking oil.
And you start smoking.
I say washing up liquid is good for squeaks.
Yeah, any creaks now, it's just my bones.
Okay.
Christ, you better start drinking it. No, but Dobby, when it comes round to having a look at it, I'm more than happy to help you with it, buddy.
Bless your heart. Thank you.
Via video phone, but we'll get there.
Yeah, he's not going to come up all that way distance. Video call.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't expect you to ride all the way over.
You show me what's fucked, and I'll tell you which spanner to pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be saying that one. That one.
No,
that
next one. Next one. That's it. Now put it on that knot. No, next knot.
Right a bit.
That's it. Now turn it clockwise.
No, the other end.
I put the hammer down and step away from the boat.
Eventually, you know, if you were doing a vlog, you'd be able to do the blind fix my bike up challenge. So you wear it blindfold, and then Chrissy said, "Right, get 1 foot forward. That's enough. Now bend down, pick it up, and then put that on. No, wrong one. Get the next one."
I don't need to be blindfold, mate. Trust me. I'll be able to cock it up without the blindfold. No, but that'd be a good laugh. That really would. That'd be good for me. Give me something to occupy myself as well.
Yeah.
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 And seriously, if you're doing it blindfolded or by video call, we want to see it.
Yeah. And we promise we won't laugh.
The whole bollocks. Yeah.
A live feed. That's what you need, isn't it? A live feed and let everybody give their input.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
What could possibly go wrong?
You can have a vote on what to do next.
Dear.
Oh, bless. What's that? GB models. Dobby's going for the grinder fork look. The girder fork.
The girder fork.
I'm reading things wrong now.
It's catchy, isn't it?
I've got grinder on the mind.
That's it. Talk slicks here. It's catching, mate.
Yeah. See, it's gone from me. It's gone straight through Chrissy's head and right into you.
Yeah.
What does that say about Chrissy's head?
Yeah.
There's nothing in there.
It goes in that ear and out that one.
Yeah.
Or actually, it goes in that one and out that one because it's backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep up. That one. No,
You have to remember it's the opposite way to what you think, so it's that way.
That way.
Yeah, so if I want to go to the right hand side, it's the left one.
Either that or the other way to do it is just to only talk about
Hold on. Up and down don't go left and right and left.
No.
Wrong ways, up ways, sideways, up ways. That way.
Or diagonally. Don't do diagonally either.
No, it does. That's.
I'm going to do the YMCA.
Oh dear, we're getting to that point of the stream again.
Yeah.
Come on, chat, help us out. Where's your chat? Where's your comments? And where is most all cracking fighty?
Hey,
He's not putting an appearance tonight, is he?
The bastard.
Thank you.
It's completely ruined my intro if he doesn't come on and ask us a question.
I didn't see the intro, so I'll have to watch that back.
Basically,
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, basically, I said thanks for coming. We had a great time, and thanks really to most all cracking fighties comment the question that he gave us. It was a Boston one, and we had great fun trying to answer it. And
then we said, bye-bye.
Well, I'm sitting there quite patiently waiting to come on, and I look at the clock, and it's like nearly 7:45, and I thought, I've got plenty of time yet. I'll go and take the dog for a walk. So I took him for a quick 10-minute walk outside, come back in, sat down, put something on the telly, watched it, looked up at the clock. Still bloody 7:45. That can't be right. The clock stopped. I looked. It was 3 minutes to 9. I thought, I've got 3 minutes to get on. So that's why I was late.
Better get clothes on.
As long as there's more than one person at 9 o'clock, that makes me happy, because I don't want to come up here and have only me going, No, but what's the point?
Billy No Mates.
Yeah.
I've seen a few of them. I've seen a few of them where people have come on and they've sat there and sat there and sat there and gone, oh, well, nobody's. I'll give it another 5 minutes. If nobody joins it, 5 minutes. He says that I've got 3 viewers, so somebody's watching. So, and you're thinking it's probably your mates sat there pissing themselves at you.
He might be one of those 3 viewers with having it on the side to check on things.
Having it on the side.
Yeah.
A bit on the side. Who's having a bit on the side?
Dave is.
Don't know about a bit on the side. I'd prefer a bit on top, thank you.
It's grabbing back. What are you worried
No,
about?
you just had a bit removed from the top.
No, I didn't mean that. I just happened to have an itch while I said that. Tasty lot. Yeah, look what I got for one of my birthday presents. Look, I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, wow.
Very
Nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Hey, my still crocking fighty's just logged on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, at last.
Yeah.
That time too.
Where have you?
G'day, Mike.
Buddy.
Evening, mate.
Yeah.
That's not very nice of you. Where have you been? Good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening,
His
Mike.
ears were burning.
He's been watching all along, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I'll see how they cope without me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk of the
Yeah.
devil.
Yeah.
G'day, guys.
Nothing. You've missed nothing. We didn't say anything bad about you at all. We were very, very complimentary.
Whatever you do not watch the video back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're not talking about cheese anymore either.
No. All wombats, all platypuses.
No.
No, you missed it all.
Anyway, thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you all next week. Bye.
Yeah, no, bye.
Nice you could make it, though, Moist. And I did say moist, not moist.
I think I'm going to start calling him Alan.
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 Yeah. Oh, that is brilliant, that thing.
If you come in, why?
What?
I hear giggles in the background, Dave.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
That's because he's sitting there with no bloody trousers on.
No!
I have.
I thought he had a kilt on for a minute.
I am allowed to wear a kilt. I'm allowed to wear the Drummond kilt.
Dave.
I'm also a laird as well because I own land in Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a 1 square foot of land.
You lucky sod.
No, it is a sod. It's a sod of earth.
Oh, well said. Okay, now I'm paranoid. If anyone has said anything about me, it's just a damn lie.
Damn it.
Well, you've got to ask us a question and everything will sort itself out.
That's right.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is just ask one good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About motorcycles.
One question.
One. Quick as you like.
Anytime within the next 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Or now? Yeah.
Yeah. Why are we waiting?
Oh dear.
I wonder what the weather like down there.
Yeah, I actually saw a bike today. I've not seen one. Yeah. Is that a rhetorical question?
Yeah. We're waiting on Moist.
Yeah, I actually saw a Kawasaki 550 today. I've never seen before. I've heard of them and I've seen pictures of them, that I'd never seen one in reality. And that was just the if only I found it. Just a KZ, is it? KZ 550.
Which one?
Moist.
It was a 2002 550. I think it was KZ.
All right. Oh, come on, Moist.
Dave's
Get a
Googling
question
it.
in there. We'll have to we listen to Skeggy waffle on.
One of those?
Just looking. I'm looking.
Lukin.
No,
Aye,
the
that's
old
right.
one.
That's a
That looks too
motorbike.
early.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah,
it
definitely.
looks a bit too early.
That's the 80s one, isn't it?
1983.
I wonder if it was a changeover year.
Because I got 2002 KZ 550.
Yeah, well, it had 2000. It had a 52 plate. So, but yeah, it was. I've seen them like pictures in the past. Just never seen one in real life, and it's a nice bike actually. But it's strange you sort of to go through all these years and not see one. Does one not think?
Strange, but I wouldn't know one from Adam anyway. So
No, I don't think it had a name.
This one's an eco green one.
That's Fred Flintstone's.
Strangely enough, this
is very good on gas.
This was black with red accents.
That brings a whole new meaning to the sense of less is more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just having a search myself just to see if I can actually.
So, Mike says, what do you think about air ride suspension? Or is it a question been asked before?
Not on a bike.
I asked the question about probably the first hangout we had on, and I got shot down. They all shot me down. I thought, I quite like the idea of having air ride suspension, and everybody shot me down.
Not everybody. I had no opinion.
No opinion.
I was the host. I had no opinion.
You remember it?
Vaguely.
I think that would be down to personal taste.
I don't know enough about it to actually have an opinion.
Yeah, I think everybody else was looking upon the question as you thinking about sort of like sports bikes and things like that. You see, you've got to bear in mind I'm talking about like a custom cruiser type thing with air ride. So I quite like the idea of having. I like the idea of being able to just pull up outside your local lawn and instead of putting your stand out, just drop it down to the ground and sit it on frame. Just like that.
Oh, right, I see what you mean. Yeah. On sort of cruisers, custom bikes and stuff like that, maybe.
Yeah. Unless, actual air ride suspension on a bike for handling, I don't think would work.
Well, no, they'd have it on all the MotoGP bikes now if it would.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, I've had experience of air suspension on cars and that, and when they play up, bang, you just get slammed down right down to the bump stops.
Yeah, I had them on.
If that happened on a bike, then you could be in serious.
I had the bump stops like that. Yeah, I had them on P38.
Same as. Yeah,
and to be quite honest, I mean, it was the reason I got rid of the P38 in the end. But I've had a few people say, "Well, why didn't you just change it to ordinary suspension?" I'm like, because it wouldn't have been a P38 then. It wouldn't have been the same car.
There's a kit you can get for the air suspension now. It's normal. I mean, obviously, if you get a leak in the air pipe or a leak in the airbag, this won't work. But the general things on the P38 was either the compressor would go, which was a couple of £100, or the valve block, which was the main one. And you were looking at around £1,500 for the valve block. But somebody come up with this ingenious little device that replaced the valve block, and it was literally just a block of aluminium with the 4 pipes that you connected up with the same fittings, and a Schroeder valve.
All right.
And you just pump the bag up to a set level, and it stays there. The downside is you've got no control over it, so it wouldn't drop when you got to 50 mile an hour or 70 mile an hour whenever it dropped, and you couldn't lift it up for. Without lifting the bonnet if you wanted to go off road.
Yeah.
But I fitted one of them as a backup next to my valve block, and when it did go, just got the little compressor out, pumped each one up, and away it went. But it did confuse me slightly because you think you've got 4 Schroeder valves on there, and you think, okay, that's one for each corner of the car. It ain't. They work one for the left side, one for the right side, one for the front, and one for the back. So if you're not careful, you pump up one side, then when you pump up the back, this same side still goes up even further. So your car is then up really high in one corner. You have to balance them all out.
Yeah.
36 at the front and 42 at the back. And SKEGGY, depends on the weight of the bike. Be handy if you're a lightweight like me. Now,
See, that's all right. That's all right. Him saying that, but we don't know how lightweight he is. You know,
it might be a leaf in the wind.
This is it. You see.
See, I told you right at the beginning that he would come out, Moist here, he would come out with a cracking good question. And if you don't believe me, hold on. I need to share the audio. If you don't believe me, you can all listen to this from the beginning.
Oh, that's me.
And as we said, thank you very much for enjoying tonight's chat. We had a wonderful, wonderful hangout tonight. And thank you again to Moist All Cracking Fighty for his fantastic question that he asked. And I'm sure you all had a great laugh at the answers that we tried to give. So thanks, everybody. See you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Told you. Wonderful. Thanks, Moist. Thanks for saving my bacon.
He's like, get it now.
Yeah. Good to see
Can he see?
your video,
Can Dave
Dave.
see
Glad
into
you're
the
fighting
future?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why do you think I always say goodbye at the beginning?
Fucking idiots.
I'll back in a minute. I need a wee.
Pissy pants.
Yeah, don't take us with you, whatever you do.
Yeah, that's been done.
Oh, you want a cracking good question? I've got to try harder. And Kenny said he's 65 kilos wet through.
Yeah, that don't mean a thing to me. I'm old school. I work in like
pound shillings and pence. I know, yeah.
Pounds or bands.
Okay, so 65.
It's about 10 stone, isn't it? 9 stone, 10 stone.
Divided by 14 equals 10 stone, 21.
That's about what I was when I was working.
That's about my left leg.
Is that the good one or the bad one?
That's the bad one, the left one.
I don't know. I'm just reading that comments there. You've got Pete's put air ride suspension. You grown wings then?
Yeah, that was earlier on.
I must admit on that, like I say, on that side of things, we was towing the caravan. Well, I got rushed into hospital, and it left the wife to bring the caravan back from Thetford Forest, which was all right up to the point where she couldn't find out she wasn't able to tow my caravan because her license didn't allow it. So they had to call my dad up. Dad had to come out to bring the caravan back, just to find out that as he hooked it up, my air suspension went down. Didn't want to go back up again. I didn't know any of this because I was in Kingsmill Hospital. So, but hey ho, shit happens and all that. So they say, anyway. You know. Just
bright light, we can see you even better now.
Just thought it might take some of the graininess away.
The greyness.
Rainy.
Graininess. Not grey, it's chrome.
I thought you said gravy.
It just needs polishing a bit.
Looks like brushed aluminium from here.
Yeah.
Brushed aluminium, he says.
Mix of rust in the middle.
Chrome. It's definitely chrome. Oh, no, that's good.
Well, we can't call you a chrome dome yet. So we'll have to call you a chrome chin.
Far from a chrome dome, mate. Mhm.
That's,
That sounds Russian, doesn't it? Cronchin. Cronchin at Chernobyl.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Dobby would look good with one of them, wouldn't he? If Dobby had like a nice sort of musketeer, going up at that angle as well, a nice musketeer style.
Hold on. There you go.
That like that. That'd be like. You see,
Like D'Artagnan.
it needs the wax on it, but yeah, I think Dobby would look all right like
No, if you put wax on it, it looked like Poirot.
that.
I haven't got anything to pull on at the moment.
Just stay there while I get the felt tip.
Yeah, it's not the old Hangouts. It's you'll be drawing on your screen and nobody else will see it. Those were fun days, the old Hangouts.
Oh yes, they will.
Carl, you're famous.
Oh, the torment.
Nice down £5, he says now.
Right. Okay.
I can only hope you're only 5 foot tall, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am really glad I got spondylosis because I used to be 11'4" for my weight.
Yeah.
I so wish I heard the first bit of that conversation.
I said, I'm so glad I got spondylosis, which is where your vertebrae drop down like that, because I used to be 11'4" for my weight.
And that would never do.
Nah.
No, I'm about an inch shorter than I was due to the old spondylosis thing, so that's not good.
Yeah. I'm about 2. I used to be 5'9" and 5'7" now.
Crikey.
You're almost a midget, sir.
Yeah. just
That's in his high
imagine.
heels.
Just imagine if I put some sort of rope around here and lifted myself up, it would stretch my vertebrae back out again, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but when you let the rope go, you'd be a pile of shit in the
Did.
Yeah, but I'd be the right height.
Yeah, be a giraffe neck.
So how tall are you, Dobby?
I don't know, 5'8", I think.
You're a midget as well.
Oh, thank you. Oompa Loompa.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how tall Carl is because I've met him. How tall are you, Chris?
6'1".
6'1", you see, he's the biggest guy here.
Well, I
Good
was
job.
6'1". I'm
I'm
probably
saying
about
it's good
6
job Pete- good
and
job
half an
Pete's
inch.
gone. Good job Pete's gone because he was 6'8".
Love you.
Yeah. I've lost about half inch over the years.
Yeah, I think I've lost about half an inch.
It's that horrible thing called gravity. It keeps pulling us down, doesn't
I
it?
know. I mean,
So
your height goes down, but your nutsacks get nearer to the floor. It's not good.
No, we're still down to gravity, mate.
I was 6'10". I'm now 6'7". See, it's working for him as well. Mine says he's not short. The council just built a footpath too close to his backside. 5'10". 5'10" and 9 stone 5 pounds.
Wow.
Blimey.
As my mum would say, note that a good meal wouldn't fix.
Fix.
Note? I thought it was note.
No, I'm from Mansfield. No.
It depends which area.
The only problem is my mum never takes into account medical problems. Like, my cousin's like a short horse. He's always been 5'4". Well, not always, obviously. He grew to that height. He's 5'4". And she once said, you see, all you need is a little bit of rhubarb in your shoes. And I just thought to myself, he's 24, Mum. I think it's not going to work anymore. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe when he was a kid, might have worked. Rhubarb shit would have been better, but rhubarb, you know. But yeah, as Pete will tell you, Mum's an acquired taste.
Aren't they all?
Yeah.
Well, bless them. You've got to love our mums.
They all have their own little quirks, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mine used to throw a skull at you. You'd hit you back at head, and she'd say, "Now bring it back," and you took it back because you knew for a damn fact if you didn't, the other one were going to get you as well.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say is never go shopping with my mum to a bike shop, because she'll just stand there at the seats, stroking them, going. She loves bikes.
Just to embarrass you.
She's 70, and she says, "When are you taking me on the back of your bike?" Constantly, all the time. I said, "No, Mum, you're too old now."
Well, my mum's 77, and she went on my bike and did the ton 2 years ago.
Don't tell my mum.
And she loves it all the time. It's one of them things. If she was able to get on the back now, she still would. Absolutely loves it.
John Little says, "Oh yes."
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Lovely.
Matt is a lovely duck.
Man's lovely duck. It happened.
Right, I'm going to love you and leave you guys.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
5 to 11. Thanks for coming on, Chris.
Oh, if
No
you
worries,
loved me,
guys.
if you loved me, you wouldn't leave me.
If I loved you, I wouldn't have fucking been here. Right, been a pleasure as always, guys. I shall
see
catch
you,
you
mate.
all next week.
Thanks.
Have
see
a
you
good
next
one.
week.
Cheers, Chris.
Nice
Bye-bye.
seeing you, Chris. Take
Back
care,
on mine
mate.
again
Likewise.
next week.
See you later.
Hello, mate.
Kenneth says, he 1966, left school at 4'11" and 5 stone. I left school at 4 foot. I think it was 4'8", 4'9". I was shorter than my mum, and my mum was 5 foot and a pinch, and I was shorter than my mum at 15. And then I just went.
So your mum's a munchkin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I must admit, with my kids, I'm starting to feel a bit of a munchkin. My son, he's got to be at least 3-4 inches taller than I am, at least. He's just growing up so bloody fast. I can't believe he's going to be 18 very shortly.
My young got to 18, and he's, I would say, not measured him, but I would say he's probably about 6'2", 6'3".
Mm.
But he's certainly shot up these past couple of years. He's just like,
Well, even my girls have. I mean, Rachel is as tall as me, if not slightly taller, and Holly's as good as my height now. They're going to be 16 on Sunday. Bless them. Mad.
yeah, it is, mate. I tell you.
Yeah, it just goes too quick.
Your bro says he was taller than your mum and dad by the time he was 8.
Yeah,
Crikey.
definitely. Like I say, it's madness when you think about it. You know, I mean, I was 6 foot at 13,
Blimey.
but then I didn't grow anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You get some people who just suddenly have that mad last sort of growth spurt, don't they?
Mine was. I went from 4'11", 4'10", 4'9", something like that, up to 5'9". I grew a foot in like 6-7 months.
Bet your parents loved you when it come to clothes. He's had a growth squirt, quick buying some new clothes.
Yeah.
Them and
Bought
shoes.
some new ones a week later.
Zero.
I remember with my boy when he was because I'm size 8 in boots, and he when he was in the architects, I got him some nice size 8 boots, and it seemed literally in a couple of weeks. He says, "Oh, they're getting a bit tight. I need the next size up, Dad. Here, you can have them." I got me. I got hand me ups.
I'll tell you what, you're on about the size of that, right? Pete, not you, Dobby. Pete,
Yeah.
in the comments, just write what size shoe you are.
Yeah, well, my boy is now last. I think it's up to 11. The trouble is, he keeps buying really nice boots and stuff, and I can't even have hand-me-ups anymore.
I don't think.
You wait till you see the answer to Skeggy's question. You wait till you see the answer.
Wear thick boots.
Yeah, is there really any good local Boy Scouts sort of thing? I think he's probably fell asleep.
No, there is a slight delay from when I see the chat here and when you'd actually write it up. It's about 10, 12 seconds. So he may have already wrote it up, but it doesn't appear.
Oh, there's a delay.
There is a delay between SteamYard and YouTube, yeah.
Is it a bit like a white hole?
Right, that one's just come up. No, Dave's Pairs bought him a pair of grey bags, not shoes, for Christmas.
Yeah.
And was you a copper jump?
There's a strange one. No, quite the opposite.
Rogue and a rapscallion.
Well, no, it was because of his size. It was on the doors. He was a bouncer on doors all the time.
Oh, right. And you never caught anybody because everybody just ducked under his legs.
Yeah.
Quite honest, he's got big hands most of the time. They never got past that.
He's put it up now. He's put it up now, but for some reason it's jumped up. There you go.
Oh, right.
Oh, bloody Nora.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's why I smiled when you said size 8, and I thought.
I can fit both feet in one of his shoes. Just have to learn to hop everywhere.
Yeah. I'm sure that those sizes, they don't get them in the shops. You've got to have them made, ain't you?
Well, I know a lot of the time he tries his hardest to get shoes, and then he'll just happen to be going around the shop and he'll see a size there, which they've probably got in the clown section.
I was just about to say, would it go into the clowns parts?
And it's
No, I was going to the Coldstream Guards, but they didn't like me much. No, it's that 19 shining armour that you've got. That's why they didn't want you in.
Yeah. He's too big of an easy target.
Water skiing. LOL. Haha. Size 16. Crap, I've had small step ones in that.
That must be a nightmare, though, for people. Yeah, people like your brother. That must be an absolute nightmare.
I say a lot of the time it's like you're not looking for shoes, but when you do come across a pair of shoes, it's like, oh my god, I need them now. So, I mean, I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. I'm a size 9, which is the most common size going, I think.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, the biggest problem I have is that every fucker else wants my shoes. Like, when you go to buy a new pair of shoes and they've sold out because they're the most popular size, not because they never made them in the first place that big like him. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it's a pair of size 16 sitting on the shelf for a day or two.
Yeah, there you go.
Chin my sergeant major over the corporal for calling my mother a whore at 16.
That's why he didn't get into the Coldstream Guards.
Little tinker.
Yeah. Oops.
What time are you planning on finishing, Dave?
Are you bored already?
No, I'm just wanting an early night, sir.
Yeah, that's fine, because, like I said, I've been up since, see, I've already forgotten, 4:30 I work.
4:30.
Yeah, so I might be calling it early, because we're going to, most likely going to be starting to finish at 11 now anyway, because soon I'm going to be back full-time at work, which means I'll have to be up at 4:30 in the morning, in Friday morning, so yeah. I think I'm going to call it a night in about 10 minutes. So we got our final says and say thanks to everybody.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
If that's okay with everybody.
Yeah.
Yes, that is for me.
I've still got beer left. There's something wrong here somewhere.
You came in late.
I was drinking it when. Oh, okay.
Yes, Carl. Yes, you
You
are.
had no excuse. You came in late. Simple as that.
Yeah.
No, I was sitting there watching everybody. There was 6 of you when I come along. 6 of you. I was going to sit there in a corner playing with myself.
Jim, you'll probably be able to get on next week, so that's not going to be a problem, mate. You'll be mine again next week because Weggy's still.
Weggy's skiving at work, I know.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
9 and a
pretending to
half.
work.
Yeah.
So I just buy a size 10 and extra padding pair of socks. Socks?
Yeah.
Pair of socks? Extra socks? And you put them in padding in your boots?
Paddington boots.
Paddington?
Boots, yes.
Night, everyone. I'll take care. I'm off. Take care and safe ride. Thanks for trying to come on earlier.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Safe ride and ride safe as well.
See you tomorrow, bro. Take care. Good luck.
I won't see you tomorrow because I won't be down your way until the weekend. We're going to see him at the weekend, are we? Next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going this weekend then, Carl? Then
not this weekend. I'll go the weekend after. No, I only go the day before, not the weekend before. Come on.
Well, we thought you might try a change, you know.
Right day, wrong week.
Night beats. Night.
What do you think? I'm stupid.
Yeah.
The jury's out on that one, mate.
Yeah. We'll let you know next month. But we might come to that conclusion a week early. Yeah.
If you follow.
Why is he rocking backwards and forwards and biting his arm?
We've got to have our obligatory.
Very nice of Carl to insult everybody disabled on the internet. Nice one, Carl.
I do it all the time. But it's not the disabled, it's the insane, you arsehole.
Oh, yes. More bikes to be made to look like 125s. Yeah. SKEGGY.
He has a habit of sitting on a bike, and it looks like a big bike till he sits on it. It looks like a 125.
Yeah.
So it sits on yours, and it looks like a 350.
Actually, my new one, sort of about right size, but it did manage to make the 1300 look like a 125.
Jim says, "Night all. See you next week."
Night, Jim.
Yeah. Night, Jim.
Good night.
So I've got another week, and then to see if I can actually get to come on the 23rd.
Hopefully, mate. Be nice to meet you.
Work out that I can, but like I said before, it's at the moment it's 98% not going to happen. But if it comes to fruition, it will. But there's always another one. There's always another chance.
Oh,
So,
God, yeah.
even if it's not this year, it'll be next year.
There's always time to frolic gaily together.
Yeah, don't forget, Dave. Even if there's not this one, there's the Unstanton run.
Yeah, I know. On the 13th.
You know. So
Just in case anybody has forgotten, you know.
Mackies do.
There's the Hunstanton Mods and Rockers meet.
Yeah, there's Mackies do as well.
I haven't got that one, but I do have that one.
That's the 6th, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see the slight difference between the SKEGGY run, where you got 19 going, 14 maybes, and the Mods and Rockers 556 going and 2,500 interested.
Yeah, but to be fair, whoever's page you was on there, you're only interested, so you can understand why.
Yeah, only that's all. Just nothing else. Just any interested.
Only interested.
Okay, so evening, Dave, Dobby, SKEGGY, Carl. Thanks for coming.
Evening.
And sure we're not so late. First person on. Night, Jim.
No, Jim.
Just hope the sun's come out. Well, it's
Nice.
As long as it doesn't piss down too much.
No, it is. Just basically, it's starting on Coventry and moving all the way to Skegness, and then later on coming back to Coventry.
As I
That's all
learned,
right then.
as I
As long
learned,
as
How's it,
everybody
man?
else is dry, I'm all right.
yeah,
Yeah.
as I learned the other week, Carl, it can only, your body can only get so wet.
Yeah.
My skin's waterproof.
Yeah, not just yours, but everybody's. We you know, I mean, I think the difference is between being wet and fucking cold and wet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If I was cold, I would have just turned back.
Sometimes you can be mildly moist.
Yeah.
But warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dobby's been there before, hasn't he?
Yeah. A long time ago.
I saw a smile come on his face, but he went, mildly moist at all.
Oh.
Talking about moist says, just doesn't seem like it would be right without you there. I know, but life happens, you know. Sometimes it gets you where, sometimes it doesn't.
Still says it's
That's
just
a bit-
like say moist or cracking fighty.
Yeah. Moist.
I mean, we've got the Aussie telling us about the Cambridge kids striping meat.
I was looking at it earlier and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it on the events page anyway.
Yeah, that's because he's had for his list and put that he's going.
Liar, liar, bums on fire. Yeah.
Moister than an oyster.
Yeah, somewhere between mildly moist and moister than an oyster. Excellent.
I'm not sure I'd want to be moister than an oyster because that's a bit slimy in it.
Yeah, they make me gag.
Yeah.
As he might say, that's as slimy as a limey.
Slimy.
Yeah.
That's an American term. What surprised me is we've already told everybody we're going, and we still got 9 million viewers.
Well, it's,
Well, there you go.
3 of them are probably us. Hold on a minute.
4.
How many you got now?
6.
So you'd logged in 3 times, where Skeggy,
No, I don't even know. But I was,
just to make us look good. Cheers, mate.
Well,
Yeah.
normally at the start, I have me on as well, so I can check things and make it look like there's more than one on there. But this week,
you didn't bother.
no, because Big Bad Biker Baz was already there, a good 10 minutes before the show was going to start. So I thought, yeah, that's fine.
Cracking chat.
He's a lurker.
Either cracking chat, one off, you never know, but it was, it was there.
He's
It was there when you needed him most.
Yeah, he's probably there all week thinking, come on. And we're just going off to 10.
It was just about to switch up when it came, and he went, "Thanks for coming, guys."
He don't go there. Like a warm nutcracker beer. That's shirking.
Carl doesn't like warm nutcracker beer.
Yeah.
If it tastes nice and it's about 5%, I'm happy.
Warm beer is the British way, isn't it? Really.
Warmish.
Warm with lumps in.
Halfway through the night, yeah.
Remind me not to go drinking with you, Dobby. I want to pick up my pint.
It's called recycling.
I hope you've all noticed that Dobby's bike is above his head at the moment.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Is that like a thought bubble, like it's in his thoughts?
Yeah. It's not really on the wall at all. It's just in his head.
It's just in his head. Just about to be run over by that lorry.
I took that picture in 2006. No, 2009. Sorry, I'd been down to Littlehampton for a couple of nights because I needed to get away. So I just packed the bike up and went down to Littlehampton for a couple of nights. And coming back up, it was on the A12, slightly drizzling. I just stopped for a cigarette, and I just decided to take a picture of my bike. And when I actually looked at it, the bike was right in between the two sets of tyres of the lorry. It just fitted just right. So I thought...
And you went, fucking hell, it's in focus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I just literally held my phone, this crappy little phone up and just went click like that. And I thought, oh my God. So I decided to have it blown up and put on wall. Obviously not literally blown up.
No, not literally. I mean,
Not literally.
that'd damage your bike, and we'd never want that to happen, would we?
Well, no. We can't have that. That'd be travesty.
A picture printed like that.
So?
How much does it cost to have a printer printed like that?
Oh, yeah.
Printed like that.
It was 11 years ago I had it done. But I did it. I just found somebody on eBay that would take a photograph and put it onto canvas. And I think it was only something like 15 quid at the time.
About 2 and 6, Dave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 and 6.
I was from Sydney.
Halfpenny farthing. Don't forget the halfpenny farthing.
10 shillings and sixpence.
I'll let you say that one, Skeggy.
Well, it said, what, off your cushion?
Yeah.
What? Off your cushion? I'm not quite sure what he means by that, but I'm
Yeah.
with probably something to do with, I don't know, it could be anything, really. Explain yourself, Kenneth.
Yeah, just before we go on.
With all the strange slang that goes on between us four,
Aye.
And I'm sure if Little John was here, he'd still probably say something like, if they ever does out for now, to always do it for this end.
Well, the only thing I can say is jou lot don't speak proper like I does.
Pardon?
Jou lot don't speak proper like I does. You lot do not speak like I do.
Hello, you okay?
To be fair, I'll roughly translate like this. I've got relatives. God help me. I've got relatives in Coventry. Okay,
You admit that?
Please forgive me. I've got relatives in Coventry.
I tell you what, there's a place next to Coventry that's worse. It's called Dunedin.
Oh no, that's where they live. Don't do that. And my Auntie Jan came over to us in Mansfield, where we're known to have funny accents, and she says, "You don't you lot talk funny?" What? How could you? Yeah, Dunedin sounds like a cross between Coventry and Birmingham.
Yeah, they're all inbreds, mate, inbreds.
Yeah, dear. Very strange over there. They are. Yeah. All round cricketers round Nuneaton. Cricketers at its pub.
Derbyshire born and bred, strong in the arm and thick in the head.
They're just picking Yorkshire sayings, aren't they? In Derbyshire.
Yeah.
Yorkshire born, Yorkshire bred, strong in arm and bit thick in head. Or thick in Ted.
I'd love to hear
Ted.
what Moise would say, any of the sayings that they would say over there, or down under, I should say.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, when you think about it, they've got to have their local colloquialisms. For some reason, I can never say that colloquially. I really should try and evacuate it away from all my language whatsoever. Just don't bother saying it.
Evacuate it from your lexicon.
Yes. No, be gone from my thesaurus.
Yes.
Darkest.
In fact,
The only evacuation I've done is shit.
In fact, if you were to reiterate your rhetoric, it would inebriate your verbosity.
That's quite true. However, if I was to go down the line that Carl just said, Pete would say he'd be dropping packies off at Paul.
Ooh.
What? No.
G'day, where's your dummy?
No.
Oh, no.
When one's got a jelly belly, one needs to.
Okay, Moise has got 1 minute left to come back with one of his.
He's basically just gone, hello there, where's your toilet? I said,
Sniffing.
Where's your Danny?
could you tell me where your loo is, sir?
Where's your gents' lavatory?
Where's your water closet?
I've never really understood that. I've never really understood why they called it a water closet, or while you could have one that's called a bathroom, and you go in there, there's no bath, it's just a toilet. It says, "Oh, your bathroom's there, mate," and you go in, there's a toilet, a sink, no bath, no shower, just a toilet and sink. And the sign on the door.
No.
Oh, that's a cloakroom. That's a cloakroom.
No. The bath bit comes from where we pronounce bath properly, but down south they don't call. They do bath, and you know bath is vomit, and that it comes from the Roman vomitorium, so it's a bathroom.
It's not bath.
It's what they do in the old in the clubs and pubs sort of thing.
The warden is telling me.
Not bath. Bath.
Bath, yeah, I know.
That's not good.
From down south.
Yeah. But just tell your lovely warden that it's bath.
Yeah.
Bath.
It's bath. You've been told, wench.
No, it's quite simple. You say you're having a bath in the bath.
Well,
Yeah, absolutely.
I can only assume these people have a bath because they've got grass in their arse.
Yeah. Here's one from Most.
Hello, darling. Bath.
Good day, sir. But where would one find the refreshment room?
Grass
you mean
and
Pepper?
Should hope you'd be out on the grass with just your ass.
So I'll be out on the grass. What?
If you don't, you'll be out on the grass on your arse.
On your arse.
On your ass. I stay on being.
Crikey.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, we've had a lot of fun tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks everybody for coming on today, and thanks for our usual.
Dave, before you go, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Kill me.
Where's Stitch?
She was on earlier, and then she left. She hasn't said anything for quite some time.
So I can't go wandering.
Nice Stitch.
Night, Stitch.
Yeah, night, Stitch.
She might have fell asleep watching us. I think the warden is talking to Carl.
Yeah, wait, I think more telling him off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More along the lines.
Being chastised.
Chastised. Not chastised, chastised.
She'll be chastised tonight.
Flagellation.
Anyway, like I was saying, thanks everybody for coming, and thank you for my store cracking fighty for finally getting here with this question. You're gonna have a late slip to deal with next week.
You didn't specify a time at the point during the
no, I didn't.
to where it was mentioned.
I'm just really glad
I
that
think it was just very clever to do it right at the end to make everybody who's watching it late to watch it right at the end to find the question.
you can make any phrase Australian just by adding F's and C's.
That's probably about right. Actually.
Yeah.
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 He means like, for God's sake, sir, there's a dotty great C.
Yeah.
You know what the Australians are like? Koala over there.
Very good, very good.
Yeah. I couldn't think. Well, I could think of a word, but I didn't want to say it on national TV.
Bath.
Yeah, well, I do have to say, is there an R in Bath?
No,
So why did they say Bath?
they don't.
Bath.
Precisely, it's a Bath.
Yes, Bath.
B-A-T-H. Bath.
Bath.
Did
Bath.
you just say?
Is there an F in Bath? No.
Did Dobby really just say? No, that's right. It's Bath.
Probably. That's because I'm on this. I'm on the zero alcohol. You see, it's not doing me any good.
Straight to your head, mate.
Yeah,
Cheery chaps. No notes.
No, good.
Sorry, Dave. I'll try to be on time next week. Good. You're gonna have to do live otherwise.
Put your clocks back 2 hours.
Yeah. And thanks everybody for coming. Thanks for allowing us to fulfill your hours with general rubbish, as we always do. And we hope you all come back next week. So thanks a lot.
We do best.
Yeah.
Thanks to Dobby, Carl, Skeggy, and everybody else that came up. And any passing words from anybody?
Yeah, just night all. Enjoy.
Night all. Good to talk to you all. We'll see you next week, hopefully.
If they ever does out and out, always do it for this end.
Yeah.
And enjoy your bath.
Yeah. Okay, mate. I'll do that.
Night, lads. Safe. Ride safe. Have a great week. I'll catch you all on the next one. And
night,
guys.
Night, GB.
Thanks, everybody.
Night, guys.
Ta-da.
Night.
Enjoy your weekend.